So today, me and my friend George, who's behind the camera, we were going to our store to get some candy as usual. And then we thought, if we get candy to eat, we're gonna fish. So today we're doing a 1v1 candy fishing challenge. So this is how the 1v1 challenge works. I have my two baits, George has his two baits, / candy. It's first to catch a fish on their two candies, and then the Twizzlers is like the middle ground. So after you catch your two fish, you have to catch one on the Twizzler to win the challenge. So here are the candy we have. I chose the live wires, the blue raspberry, because they kind of look like blue Senko. We got the gummy worms, like a classic. In the middle, we got a Twizzler, so we both get these. And George has some sweet fish and some gummy frogs. Alright, the first bait I'm putting on, I'm at this little rock spot. I think it should work. The first bait I'm putting on is the live wires. I'm going to try and like wacky rig it, kind of. I think it should work. Alright, I rigged up my little wacky worm here. If I can grab it. Look, we got the little live wire on the wacky rig. This should work, hopefully, and catch a little fish.
So I rigged up this little sweet fish and about to put it on my speed clip. We're about to cast out, see how good it does.
Alright, so the spot I was just at was not working like at all. So I'm going to try and find a new spot. I rigged my lure up a little differently. I put a little tiny piece on and just hooked it on the end. So hopefully I can catch a fish.
So this sweet fish hasn't been working out too well for me right now. So we're going to switch it with the candy frog and see how well that does. Just put on the frog. It's starting to rain outside a little bit. I don't think it'll affect me though. Let's cast this in.
Alright, it's starting to thunder, but that's okay because I got the sour neon gummy worms. I think this is going to work to catch a fish because they're biting the little live wire. I just can't catch them because it's kind of like stuck on the hook in like a weird way. So I think these will get hooked better. Alright, I'm moving spots. The gummy worms worked because something took it, but I couldn't, it's not like staying on the hook good enough. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to hook it a little better and I should be able to catch something. I just got a rock bass on the gummy worm swim. The little gummy worm swim bait. I caught a rock bass. Yes, first fish done. I gotta FaceTime George real quick. Alright, we just caught a little rock bass. There's a bunch of little baby bass over there. I'm gonna try to catch another one on the gummy worm. And then I have to go back and get the live wires. Alright, so I decided I'm gonna go head back to George. And I'm gonna try and get the gummy worms to tie them because I feel like they'd work a little bit better than these. So, yeah. Alright, I just met up with George and I caught the rock bass. So now he still hasn't caught a fish yet. He didn't answer my FaceTime video call, but it's fine. 1-0 right now. You gotta lock in. The good thing is now, since I caught a little rock bass on this gummy worm, I can switch to my next bait and hopefully if I can catch something on the live wire. It's not really been working, but if I can catch something on the live wire, that'd be really peak because then hopefully I can move on to the Twizzler and beat George in this challenge. Alright, I'm putting on a Twizzler. I had to taste test it first. It tastes pretty good. I'm putting it on because George Loki lost all of his fucking sweet fish thingy, so he can't use it anymore. So I'm just going to move to the Twizzler and he can use my live wires as a second bait. Alright, so I got the live wire rigged up. It's looking starting to rain, but it's fine because I just need 2 more fish and I can win this. George has still caught nothing. Alright, so based off the weather outside, we might have to call this one and just say that I won, or we can wait till the rain stops and see if we can film more. But if not, we're just gonna chalk it up as a Kevin win here because of the weather. And yeah, that's it for the candy fishing challenge. Hopefully we catch you guys next time.